So I have to share an experience that I had back in 2019. It was probably one of the craziest experiences I've ever had. Now, just a little backstory. At this time in my life, I was 27 and I was really working on something called bilocation, which essentially means that you are able to show up in different places around the world simultaneously. Don't ask me about it. I haven't cracked it quite yet. So at that time, that's what I was really trying to work on. So it was me and my wife. We were having a meeting, just the two of us, over by her desk in our living room. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my ring light that happened to be in the corner of the living room starts violently shaking, like violently shaking. And Nat and I look at each other thinking, what is going on over there? And in this moment, I had this weird, like, memory created. I can't even describe it. So in order to observe what was happening, I had to step out of my body. All right, I'm a remote viewer. This is what I do. If it's an entity or a poltergeist or some sort of like spirit guide or whatever, this is how I see things in other dimensions, is I have to get out of this dimension in order to do so. So I step out of my body and I replay this experience that just happened, and I you not, but I see myself standing beside my ring light. I was older. So I was about 30, I would guess around 34, 35, okay? And then I have this whole experience of, I guess around that time in my life, I'm 32 now, I crack bilocation and I end up shifting into that timeline right then when we're having this meeting. And I was so shocked that I had made it somewhere. I was like, I need to get their attention, so I'm gonna go ahead and shake this ring light. And what was really interesting is we were not able to see me. And I guess it's because maybe I was bilocating in a different dimension, which is confusing because we have the third dimension reality, and then we have I guess the dimensional frequency that I can remote view in, but this was me physically showing up in a room, being able to create a physical experience. I don't know. It was really bizarre, but the memory just popped into my mind, and I'm like, I got to get back to bilocation because at some point I do crack it, and when I do, I will be sure to let you know.